Hello everyone, this is me, Games99, aka No Brainer. Welcome to another Star Wars Destiny video. Top 32 now of this, no, not artificery, of this Tabletop Simulator Season 5 match right now. Up against Officer Joe in another best of 3. He's playing Mother Talzin Sienna Greedo, and I forgot to look at his deck before we started. Gonna be honest, pretty sure it's mostly gonna be odd numbers. I did briefly look at it at one point, and I believe there was very little removal. But of course there was I think there was like spell removal, overconfidence, and witch magic, and that was about it. So I'm looking pretty solid for lightsaber training shenanigans here. I'll keep the binds all things. Binds all things with the Shotos is pretty nice. And I'll shuffle in 3 here. Close quarters assault, not necessarily the best thing to have in the opening. Want another weapon, don't get the other weapon, that's a shame, but I do get an honor guard, I guess. So I can still go binds all things Shotos turn 1 on the pad 1 if I really want to, and then with an honor guard or something. It's not great though, and Clash won't be very useful here, and he wins. He's playing with 5 dice to my 4 after all. But here we go. So, he gets to choose, and he's choosing the docking bay. Alright, so with that docking bay chosen, I might just keep the binds for a reroll. That sounds like a smart choice to me. So I can play Honor Guard immediately, and then I've always got docking bay for it, which makes a lot of sense to me. So that's just what I'm going to do here. I don't know who to go for first, but I think I should be going generally for Mother Talzin first, simply because she's got that that good effect, that free focus setup, and that's a special in a blank off of Vela, so not the best, not the worst. It's pretty bad. However, Sienna redoing that makes me question whether or not I want to go for Sienna instead. Yeah. So I can play the Shotos for 1 just fine, but unfortunately it's a Shotos, so that can easily, I can easily lose the pad 1 and not get the resource gain as a result, but it's worth it for now at least. Alright, he rolls double disrupt now, so it's a good thing I've used up my resources already. Let's roll out this pad 1 here. Focus and a blank. Okay, well I can at least focus into double focus if I have to. But that's not great. I can also do that with Ayla's special. Yeah, so this isn't a great start for me, but he still has 5 cards in his hand, which is really good for him considering I'm playing an Akbar. He can potentially just do whatever he wants, honestly. Overconfidence, top card of the deck. Alright. He can pretty much just do whatever he wants. Gonna go for a resource there. Okay, that makes sense. Just in case he gets like a 3 potential, I shouldn't use up the honor guard immediately. I mean, if he rerolls into more damage, then yeah, sure. But okay, so that was the point. To logistics that to get 2 resources. Probably going to try and put a weapon on Greedo, which would make total sense. Not great things to hit a motive right now, though. Let's discard this binds. And, well, using Akbar resource of binds isn't terrible. But I'm just going to reroll it all. Alright, well, there's at least 3 melee and 3 resources, so that's better than nothing. I can take the resources and then threaten to do something with them, so Sienna would have to use up the double disrupt, and that's 2 resources, 2 potential pieces of damage that's not being dealt, which would be alright. Could always clash, though. Could always clash. Go for the 5, but 5 still isn't a kill, so I think I'm just going to go for the 3 resources here. If he wants to trade disrupt for resources, that's fine by me. I mean, it's a good trade for him. But I don't want to lose my pad 1 turn 1. So yeah. I'm gonna pass. He's got plenty of time before I've got plenty of time before anything else. Let's see what he does with the Greedo. He puts a 1-cost weapon on. I think this is going to be a deck of like mostly 1 costs. So I could kill off the Greedo immediately. Well, no, I couldn't, but I could do some damage to him. There's a reason though why he's splitting it up so that Talzin's... This is awkward. Who do I go for here? Talzin's got that double focus and is clearly a big threat, but those promotions can be scary, and that's a hunting rifle, and the hunting rifle actually does damage, you know? But Greedo himself only has one die. It's a really good die, though. But he only has one die compared to, say, Mother Talzin and Sienna. So I'm gonna do 3 to the Mother Talzin, and he'll probably then put another hunting rifle onto the Greedo, and it'll make me sad. No, a DH-17. Yeah, so shooting the Greedo probably was the smarter choice here. But that's not something I chose to do, so. Still got 2 cards in his hand for the pass potential. Yep, let's Honor Guard that too. If he wants to just start taking what he's got, then I can claim put down a Binds, otherwise I can claim put down an Honor Guard, something like that. I don't know, I've got options. Maybe I should have discarded the Clash first since I knew I wasn't going to use it this round. That probably would have made way more sense overall. Yeah, so I'm just going to pass. If he wants to claim early, he can. But once he gets to just two dice, it's not really worth him rerolling. Well, it is worth him rerolling, but it's not great use. So you might as well just take the resource. It's a really good hunting rifle's really good having a resource side like that. Yeah, I think most importantly I want to stay alive, so I'll play the Honor Guard here. Now he can go for some rerolls and he might get some damage. He's kind of likely to get damage actually, but I think if I'd kept going, he would have just claimed, and I wouldn't have been able to get my Honor Guard back out afterwards. So I think this was worth it overall. Well, overall this isn't really worth it, but hey, that's the second Shoto. It's annoying to be putting it on the pad one, but this does give her a significant amount of health if I can keep her alive, which is going to be the hard part. If this pad 1 dies, I lose this game. If she doesn't die, I've got a good chance of winning this, so this Force Illusion is going to be key. Force Illusion can do quite a lot of work when my opponent's got a lot of modifier sides. Another hunting rifle on Sienna. Ugh, he's got a lot of dice spam. A lot of dice spam indeed. But that's 2 shields. So it's not going to be difficult for him to do a lot of damage to me, especially with these rolls. But I gotta try and get something going, you know? +2 or +1, but no actual damage side there, so that's good for me. So let's roll out the Ayla. Special in a 1 again. Not great. By rolling out Talzin, he can probably get a second 2 base range sides here, and I won't be able to deal with both of them unless I use double Ayla special. If I'm using double Ayla special, I'm not killing anyone this round. He's going to disrupt the resource. Okay. Well, that's at least a die he can't use up like that, so that's good for me at least in that respect. Let's roll out the Akbar here. Double focus, that's nice. So I could threaten 6. Unfortunately, he does have 8 health. But okay, he's going to pay 1 to get rid of both of these. That makes perfect sense. Okay, reroll that. Well, he gets to choose. Which ones does he remove? Okay, he removes the melee. That makes sense, but this gives me the ability to get a resource back for the Force Illusion, which I'll probably need to play. You know, after he rolled out that +3, I probably should have played the Force Illusion immediately. Because, again, I can't really Honor Guard both of these. And that'll be a lot of damage taken to me. He's getting so much resources, though. This is some serious ramp he's getting here. He's managing to roll a lot of resource size. I mean, Sienna does that. But Sienna rolled double disrupt last time. I don't know. It's painful. Very painful. Very painful. I do still have 2 melee sides. So I can at least close quarters assault him. So he loses the free-for-all, remove any number he died, then deal indirect. Oof. He lost both of them, so those would have been pretty killer later on. I mean, he's got 4, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 damage that he could have got out with free-for-all if he had the resources for it. So that's pretty significant. Yeah, it makes the most sense to put it on the Greedo here. And unfortunately, this Canto Blight pistol is a redeploy, so maybe I want to be killing off, like, the Greedo first. I haven't married myself to a person to kill yet, at least. The special will only do 2 damage to me, but it is something I can't deal with. He did in fact roll the single, so he can go to 2/2s there. Which is a little on the awkward side for me. I can honor guard one of them, I guess. Which I will do. I'll honor guard one of the 2s. And he's going to start going into Ayla. Makes perfect sense. Makes complete perfect sense here. Let me do a discard and a reroll here. He still hasn't activated Greedo, so I've got some time to get 2 more resources, I guess. Wow, this is a resource-heavy game, and he's definitely winning in this situation. Might even be able to get a claim going here over me. I'm just going to go ahead and do my 2 damage to the Greedo right now. But this does mean Greedo will be able to activate later, and then you be able to still use his ability. Greedo's a good Stormtrooper, you know? He's going to take 2 shields, probably put them both on Greedo. Makes sense. I'm going to take 2 resources. If he disrupts me, I do get a claim off at least. Going for a Bespin for rerolls is nice, but I think I really need to keep the Honor Guard threatening going on, even though Mother Talzin deals with that. Alright, so I'm going to put 1 onto the Pad 1 here and 1 onto the Akbar. 1 onto the Pad 1 because if I activate Pad 1, I can get 3 shields off of her, but then again, maybe I just want to remove the 2 shields off Greedo. So maybe that wasn't such a great choice. But I don't know, Pad 1's looking good for herself, let's be honest here. Alright, no weapons again. I'm not having anything to use these resources on, and this is proving quite a problem, and I've got plenty of weapons in this deck, and Ayla just not rolling damage either. So this is definitely a problem for this first round. Fortunately, it's a best of 3. What's this battlefield again, anyway? Mos Eisley? Alright, that makes sense. Because he's a slow deck. Unfortunately, in a situation where all of his characters are still just so tanky, villains have a really tanky lineup with 11 health, 9 health, 11 cost. All right, and he has a focus side showing, and 2 disrupts. Disrupts are powerful things. Well, they can be at any rate. But I want to keep my Padawan alive. Hey, there's some good damage. If I had actually removed Greedo's shields, I'd be threatening lethal right now. But I didn't. Yeah, I guess maybe using the Bespin might have been a smart choice so that I have something to dump all these resources into every turn. I don't know. Bespins can be quite threatening later, but I don't know. I have so many weapons in here still. 2 heirlooms, 2 ancients. Okay. Yep, that'll work. Now I'm down to just 1 weapon on this Shotos here, which sucks because that means I can only lightsaber training for 1 die now. I've spent so many turns just basically not doing anything whilst my opponent ramps up like crazy. Although, if he has no more removals somehow, 6 damage is a Greedo kill. And, yep, nope, he does not allow me to have that. Alright, fair enough. Let's discard this lightsaber training. Just try and get some damage up on these Ayla die. Really doesn't want to give me damage, Ayla. You really don't want to. And that really sucks for me. He's doing just a lot of good ramp that I can't deal with right now. And so much dice. Oh my god, so much dice. It is kind of ridiculous how much dice he's got here. I'm going to discard another binds. I mean, I've got the economy. I don't need to worry about binds at this point. Hey, there's a melee and a special, which helps deal with the Mother Talzin, potentially. So I can at least get Greedo to 1 hit point. But I mean, next turn, if I draw a weapon, I'll probably be playing on pad 1. I'll have to roll out Aelus first, assuming Aelus survives here. Hmm. It's not a terrible assumption. I do still have 3 pieces of removal in my hand. Well, 2 pieces of removal and a take cover for a shield. And I do have the Honor Guard as well, so I can at least remove a lot of this dice. Gets a resource, alright. You know, I could get... I just realized I could have got one more... I can get 1 more damage out if I blanked with an Ayla. If I used Ayla's special, I could have just got 1 more point of damage out. But I guess, in theory, the resource is a big deal there, you know? In theory. So... And he could always have taken the shield. I would have to have blanked the shield. That would have been a weird thing to do, but it would have worked. I did only have the 1 Spirit of Rebellion, right? Yeah. And just no weapons. And when I do get weapons, it's going to be tough. Alright, well, he's going to be able to do a good amount of damage to me at least. Oh, Z6 as well. That's going to be painful. To the special for a 2. Yep, sure. Yeah, let's overconfidence these 2 dice. See how this goes. I'm like, do I want to save overconfidence for later on because it's a really good piece of removal, or do I? So no. All right, good. I removed 1 die. The other one's 2 indirect instead of 2 actual, which is nice. I can put it both onto Akbar because Akbar's clearly the one I don't need to save right now. Do I honor guard that? I think I just start passing. I don't want to honor guard that right now. I mean, it's a free damage you can get out of me. I have 3 pieces of removal here. I'm just waiting for him to, but he can just start discarding to reroll, right? And he's still got that resource for the hunting rifle, so he can still do good damage. He overwrites, okay. That's interesting. But that does add to his tankiness, especially when I've got a Shotos, which has modifiers on it. He's chosen a battlefield that just doesn't give him any advantage to claiming, though. So now it's just a case of does he want to discard to reroll or not. He can get some good damage out if he does discard to reroll, but I can mitigate it. But if I mitigate with Honor Guard, then he'll probably have to claim as a result. Actually, I'll Ayla to just blank that. Because otherwise this Ayla dice is just going to be useless. And now if he wants to focus something, I can Honor Guard it. Or I could hit a motive. Hidden motive is cheaper here. Yeah, hidden motive is cheaper here. Ranged. It has a 2 in 4 chance to bite me in the ass, but otherwise this is pretty good. Damn it, it bit me in the ass. Alright, but I can claim here, and I can pull out my... I can pull out, I guess, a binds here. help me with the resources because I totally need those. And he's just going to pass. He doesn't want to take the damage off Akbar. Makes sense. Alright, here we go. Here's some weapons now. And damn, I don't even have the resources for all these weapons. Alright, I think the most obvious choice here is to play an heirloom for 2 on the Ayla. If I get a resource, I can then handcraft it. We'll see. If he rolls out, then I need to roll out Ayla, I think. But otherwise, I can play the 4-speed. Unfortunately, I don't have great removal in this hand. Going to be relying mostly on the Honor Guard here. But man, he's still got all of his characters, and this is a big problem. I needed to kill off a character by now, and that's not happening really. But he didn't roll out, so I will play my 4-speed, and I will roll out Ayla. And I can always do like a 4-speed clash combo to try and do something, but it's going to be tough. He has so much health on all of his characters. That's got 8. He's got 8 and 10, and oh god, the double witch magic. So he's back to full health. He's back to full health now. On all of his characters, pretty much. So that's a problem. He's so tanky. Finally, I get a 4-speed special, so I can do 5 to someone. Or I could roll out the pad 1 without using the Shotos, which is a problem, but... Oh, he can Vandalize to get rid of the 4-speed. Great. Great. Do I remove the Force Illusion for this handcrafted? I might need to. Let's roll out the Akbar first. He at least spent a resource on that, so I was technically ahead. Okay, Akbar gets me a resource, which I can play for the handcrafted. If I need to, yeah. I really need to kill off a character this turn is the problem. That might not happen. Like, I really need to kill a character off this turn. But killing characters is really hard. Alright, what's he going to swap to the 2? He only has a single range, so probably the base 2. Okay, he's going for the modify. He's trying to bait out my removal here because he's threatening 3. Well, 4, I should say. He's threatening 4, actually. Yeah, I'll honor guard the 2. Even though he can still focus into another 2 damage. Barosha's a really good card. Yeah, it's basically got 2 blanks in this deck with the melee, but it's a good card. Oh, okay. Seven isn't a kill, so I don't know what he's doing with that. I'm not sure if I want to handcraft. Maybe I want to just clash instead. He can't kill Ale as long as I don't activate pad 1. That kind of puts me at his mercy for the most part. But eventually lightsaber training would be good. Yeah, let's play the handcrafted. I've got a bad situation though. Maybe I should have overwrote the Force Illusion even. Probably not. I've got a bad situation though where Ayla will die soon. And I've got to make a hard choice of putting the heirloom either on Akbar and threatening him dying next, or putting it on the pad 1 and losing my Force Illusion. Okay, he's taking resources. This will probably give him enough for removal. Do I remove a shield here? I think I need to remove that shield. So I will remove that shield with the Shotos. Oh, it's an after, so I could have waited to see what I rolled, but I rolled like garbage. Sorry, I'm British. Rubbish. I fall into Americanisms when I'm actually recording, as you guys might have noticed. On the bright side, he keeps spending all of the cards in his hand. There's a holdout, and this will be some way more damage from Greedo that I can't deal with. I have no mitigation for any of this. So Ayla's probably going to die. He rolls blanks as well, so that's good. So let's discard this clash now. Let's reroll these dice. Alright, I get nothing on the Ayla, but I now have 6. That's not good. That's just not good. I mean, if I still had the resource, if I had overwrote the 4 solution, I'd still have the resource for lightsaber training. And I could turn this to a special and this to a 3, and then I could kill someone. That would have definitely been the correct choice. As it stands, I'm going to have to... Alright, so he's going to have to take 2 damage. You can't split the 2 damage. With a single reroll, like if he hits Talzin, she dies. If he puts it on Sienna Ray, she's 1 reroll from dying. So you put it on the Greedo. That's your only real option here. Because Greedo can still block 3 with the Force Illusion if he has to. And then he gets to reroll. He rolls a 5. That's significant damage right there. That's unfortunate because this means I won't be able to reroll the Ayla. I won't be able to reroll Ayla die and survive this round with her. I could force some milling off the top here. I could mill him for 3, but I don't think that's enough. I think I need to desperately kill off one of his characters. I don't think I can win by mill this game. So yeah, I'm just gonna have to accept that my heirloom did 1 damage this game. This with Ayla, should I say here? Should totally have done the Force Illusion for the lightsaber training. All right, so let's do 6. And let's toss that 6 into the Sienna, I guess. Sienna's just the action economy, though. Like, Talzin's the real threat. But that redeploy is annoying. Let's throw it into the Talzin at least. That makes things awkward for him. Going forward. Now the question is, do I want to bring back a Bespin? Or do I want to bring back an Honor Guard? If I'd been doing Bespin this entire time, he might be... he would be significantly weaker. Like, if I had a Bespin there instead of a Ibines, I wouldn't be able to actually do anything there, but I would have got a... I would have got something. He wouldn't be able to reroll quite so well. Do you resolve the 2? If he puts that 2 into Akbar, Akbar's really low, and that's a problem. He can actually put Akbar to 2 hit points left, which is something I didn't think about until just now. And that could be a serious problem. So I take the shield, he can do a damage and get a shield. So yeah, I'm going to claim here, and I'm going to take the Honor Guard because I need to survive. I need badly to survive, which is not something I can easily do. Like, I need to get quite lucky here for the rest of this game. Because I just was not able to kill anyone quickly. And there's a double lightsaber pull. You just gotta love seeing that. Alright, well, turn 1 I'm gonna activate Akbar and see if I can deal with him. Does not hit that 3 melee side that I was so hoping he'd hit. And he's going to Tactical Mastery and just try and kill Akbar off right now. Which makes sense. He can actually do it. He can just do the Canto Blight Pistol 3 for 1 if he needs to. And he rolls out the Mother Talzin normally. That's not how you reroll that, apparently. Special. Okay, so he rolled pretty well there. He doesn't really even need to do what he's doing, but he's going to do it anyway. Does he turn to the 3? Just so that he can do 3 to Akbar and 3 to the Padawan? I mean, it's worth it. With this, that means that that he gets to resolve all of Talzin immediately, which means killing her is worthless to me. So that's great. Alright, I'm gonna Force Illusion 2 of it. Because I can't really afford to Force Illusion more of that. And there's another Honor Guard. So I only take 1 off that at least. But ugh. I can at least binds on an heirloom. Maybe I should... Well, even if I play Spirit Rebellion on Akbar was still dying. But even if I God Roll here, I can do max 9, which is a kill, but I have to God Roll. Otherwise, this is just going to be a slow and steady attempt at killing someone. On the bright side, he's used up his most powerful character so far. I definitely need to Shoto and heal and keep myself alive here. Ooh, forgot this die. Alright, that's a 2 and a 1. That's something at least. Don't have resources. By something, I mean that's basically nothing. It kills the Talzin, I guess. Assuming he has absolutely no removal. That just isn't good. That just is not good. He took a resource, so he probably has removal now. There's a 3, finally. Let's get that removed. That's another 1, at least. Yep. That's why I wanted to kill off the blue character. Because of spots. Alright, and let's just discard this other lightsaber pull. I'm so glad I'm getting weapons so much later, and that's a resource. I need the Talzin to die. I can't have this Talzin live. Maybe if I had gone Bespin, though, I could at least threaten something. Discard, reroll. Oh my god! Sigh. This is terrible, this heirloom! What the hell? Guard of Ophelia Anger, at least. No, he has Ophelia Anger. This reroll's probably gonna hurt, because he can start rerolling like crazy now that Akbar's dead. That's gonna be 5. Don't have any way of dealing with that. So might as well just remove a 2 whilst I can. Boop. I mean, I could have removed the 1 instead, and then he does another reroll, but he's going to do another reroll anyway. So I want to get his maximum value out of that Honor Guard. I want to keep Padawan alive, but I desperately need to kill someone off. I'm going to have to do it. I'm going to have to go for that final reroll. Ha! Toss 2 into the... I needed her dead! Nah, I swear if I was her, I'd just start claiming. Well, I need to claim it at any rate, because I need that honor guard back. The dice are not with me. The dice are really not with me. Here are my ancients, at least. Hooray. I like how I'm getting all of my weapons now. Alright, that's a kill on Talzin. Can he deal with that? If he has another backup muscle, I'm put on like a 2-turn clock. And there's no way I can kill him with just this dice. Well, I can ancient, I guess. He's at least forcing me to kill her. So that way I have to do the Canto Blight, and that's an even card. So thankfully I get to keep my kill. I could always just let that 2 damage go through, but no, that's not worth it. Let's kill the Talzin. And let's see where that Canto Blight pistol moves to. Alright, and now let's not do anything else. Because I have a close quarters assault. But I have no more cards left in my deck. Usually that means shake head, but... Alright, well, no damage there at least. Full speed, discard, reroll. Hey, there's a melee. I wanted both of them to be melee for like a close quarters assault combo, but at least that's some melee. If I've been best spinning this whole time, he'd be like 2 cards left in his... There's the other backup muscle. As one might expect. I think I'm just going to save the close quarters for another time. Don't want to reroll this, so let's just... Well... I mean, he clearly doesn't have removal. So he doesn't have spell removal. Okay, that's good to know. He can't stop the 3 from Force Illusion, at least. That's something to keep in mind. Now that's lethal. And I can't deal with this in 1 turn. So I need to overconfidence, and I need to hit both these 2 dice. And neither of these need to land on damage. Okay, thank God. But he can still reroll into damage. Unfortunately, I need time to play this Ancient. You know, I should not have taken that resource on Shotos. Let's remove the Shotos for an Ancient. If he had gone for the reroll, he could have still threatened to kill me. At this rate, though, all he threatens is that I'm forced to Ancient away. But, I mean, at the same time, it's good for him. And I'm not going to have much rerolls left either. I'd like to discard for more than just a 2. I might need to discard just for a 2. All right, that's a focus. At this point, yet again, he can do some really good damage to me. So I need to play this other ancient now. This way he can't kill me in one turn. And then I put this other ancient on the bottom. Heal for 2. If I recur these 2 ancients every turn, I'll heal for 4, I guess. That's something. If he rerolls and rerolls into nothing, then I can discard 2 from his hand, which I'll have to do. Otherwise, I'm trying to play for a mill victory, which will be very weird. But not impossible. If I pass, he passes, and then there we go, he's good. So I've got to either go for the discard now. I've got to go for the discard now, I think. Well, there's a 2 and 6, a 3 and 6, and a 1 and 6. Focuses to a 2 and hits 1 normally. It's even 1 damage normally, he wins. Which he's got a very high chance of doing, so I need to close quarters now. So let's close quarters to 2. Wow, he doesn't go for a discard. He doesn't go for a discard. He just wants to make sure I don't get the other honor guard out. Okay. Does he even have anything? I don't think he has anything in that deck. So yeah, let's just do a 3 there. What? No, it's 4. Yeah. And now, if he wants to force illusion that, he totally can. He does not. Okay. Now here I go. Ancient lightsaber chaining. But he gets to go first, and since he gets to go first, he gets to do... Yeah. GG. I just couldn't kill him the first time round. And because of that, the other backup muscle kills me. I don't get the tempo play to play the ancient lightsaber. Alright, well, that was a game 1.5. So, yeah, I'm going to split this up this time. So, this has been me, GameSlide99, aka No Brainer. Thank you for watching. Stay tuned for game 2 and 3. Signing out.